Joining me now is Anne-Cécile Mailfert, the president of the Women's Foundation here in France. Anne-Cécile, thanks for your time. Across the globe, as I was saying there, we're seeing a massive uptick in cases of domestic violence, including here in France, where it's spiked by more than 75% since lockdown went into effect nearly 4 weeks ago. So in your opinion, is the French government doing enough to help those women in need?
The French government is doing some efforts. However, unfortunately, it's not enough yet. In France, the increase of violence, of reporting of violence against women has increased of 36%. So it's quite a dramatic number. And that was only at the end of the first week. And we can only suspect that the increase is going to increase also. The NGOs that are rescuing women need a lot of shelters, need more shelters. They also are reorganizing their work because they used to work before in locals, and now they have to do it from home. So it's more difficult for the NGOs to actually be there in contact with women and help them respond to the telephone, for instance. So it's more difficult for women at home, and it's more difficult for the NGOs and the shelters to actually have the means for rescuing them.
And Cécile, just to spell out the bleeding obvious, obviously you've got a horrendous situation where women are effectively trapped in these homes and apartments and houses with the perpetrator of the abuse. In your opinion, what needs to be done urgently so that these women can indeed get the help that they need?
We have to develop new ways of contacting women and new ways of being aware of the situation, because women being trapped with abusive partners it's a very difficult situation for them, and they don't have the same capacity of, for instance, calling the police, because sometimes the abusive partner will steal the telephone. They can lock the woman in a room and nobody will never know. So the role of witnesses is even more important than before. So if you are a neighbor, for instance, it's very important that you take responsibility and you really call the police, or you call the listening numbers. In France, this number is 3919, so 3919. I know that there are some numbers in different countries of the world. So the role of witnesses is very important. And we also have, the government has developed partnership with the pharmacies, for instance, so with a few shops that are still open, so that if the woman goes somewhere for shopping, she can tell the situation, she can raise the alarm and say, look, this is what's happening to me. And it's very important that the witness or the pharmacist or anybody in contact with them are really aware of the fact that they have a big responsibility, because this woman might not have another chance of telling her story and telling what's happening to her at home.
Cécile Mailfert, thank you so much for your time.